Welcome back to Trails in a Flash. My name is Brian, and today is a very special Halloween edition. We are hiking the Boogerman Trail in the Cataloochee area of the Great Smoky Mountains. So named after Robert Palmer, who when he was a school kid was asked what he wanted to be when he grew up, and he said the Boogerman. I think that term is translated later on into the Boogeyman, so hopefully we won't run into that on the trail today. But I am very excited. This is my 13th hike in the Smokies this year.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
So hopefully that's also not a bad omen. But we're gonna get started and see what we run into on the Boogerman and Caldwell Fork Trail. Made it to Boogerman Trail, and we're actually going to start climbing now, a little over 1,000 feet, and then it's going to be a quick descent down to Caldwell Fork. But this trail, this actual section of land, was owned by Robert Palmer, and he sold it to the Great Smoky Mountain National Park back in the 20s for a little over $5,000, which today would roughly estimate well over $1 million. It's a nice chunk of change. But hopefully we'll get some views of Cataloochee Divide as well, if it's not too cloudy, and we should see some remnants, hopefully, of some old homesteads. This sucker is huge, and even a big guy like me could fit in it. So here it is. This is the Carson Messer Cemetery. It's about 1/10 of a mile off of Boogerman Trail. It looks just like 4 small graves, or 2 graves. One's a headstone and a footstone. So very small. It'd be pretty creepy to find. You have to make an effort to find it. All right, just made it off the Boogerman Trail to Caldwell Fork, and it's about 3 miles back to the trailhead where the car is parked. But I'm actually going to go the opposite direction and go about 2 miles up toward campsite 41. It's a little stretch of Caldwell Fork I still need to get to finish my map in the section. So if I don't do it, then I have a lonely piece of trail in the middle of a whole lot of stuff I've already hiked. So I'm going to go on and do that, come back to this point, and then back to the car. Just made it down to Boogerman, where we came out of Boogerman Trail. Still on Caldwell, and the next 2 miles are actually another section of Caldwell I haven't hiked yet, and that's because we jumped on Boogerman instead of staying on it. So this is a fresh section of Caldwell Trail again. So far it's been kind of blah, nothing really special, a little muddy, but there's signs everywhere saying, like, you know, take Boogerman and not Caldwell Fork, because there's a lot of water crossings. So I'm sure I'm gonna get a little wet here. That's okay. Almost done, almost 3 miles left to get back to the car. Looks like we're getting wet. Another decent little crossing here, but this time we're staying long and just going up the trail there. Here's creek crossing number 3. This would be number 7, but footbridge. All right, just past Boogerman for the final time. So back on familiar territory. So that was a lot of fun. There were 9 or 10 significant creek crossings, A couple of them had some footbridges, and most of them didn't, but it was a lot of fun. So now we're on the home stretch, 0.8 back to the car. All right, just made it back to the car, and what an amazing hike. So I totally, highly recommend doing this Caldwell Fork Boogerman Loop. The Boogerman did not get us. I think we barely got past him, but he tried with all those creek crossings. But what a fun hike, what a beautiful day for hiking. And seriously, get out here to Cataloochee, explore around, and definitely enjoy this beautiful stroll around Caldwell Fork and Boogerman. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you have any questions about it, and I'd be happy to answer them. Until next time, this is The Flash, and I'll see you out on the trail.